Just grab our hands. We'll be right here.
Hello, everybody. I am here. I know we are like 14 minutes late because we only keep to time. When we say we are going to start by X, we always start by X. But that being said, I am happy to be here, and I hope you all are having a wonderful weekend. It's a beautiful Saturday over here. If you've been following the news and what is happening in the US, we've been hit with very crazy heat wave. Like our temperature has been very hot, especially in this part of the country. And everybody's been trying to avoid stepping outside, but today is beautiful. So why I'm saying this is our weather is beautiful today, and I hope yours is beautiful as well. So welcome to Live to Impact Lives, or Live to Change Lives, or Live to Make a Difference. I see my good people already joining. Summer Violet, LM Joy, I see you guys. Mary Wanya, I see you all. Ben Prayer, well, how are you doing from Liberia? Tosinayo, Guinea Kanwa, I see these wonderful people that I'm always happy to talk to. All right, there's an empty seat. Someone is going to sit here very soon. But you know what we do first, right? If Nanya, I see you watching from YouTube, and most of you watching from YouTube, that is awesome, right? Not that we don't expect it. We know you're going to be watching from either Facebook or YouTube, but we feel happy when we are streaming from different platforms. I'm happy to see you all. Hope you're having a wonderful weekend. Please invite people. We have today, like the topic says, we are going to impact lives. We're going to make sure that you live here better than you come in. And we are going to also do some magic. You know, when I say magic, you know what that means, right? We're going to do something to make you happy. So, but you can't be selfish. You got to invite someone. Someone needs to come and enjoy what we are offering, right? So please invite someone right now. Right now, invite someone. Hit that share button, that invitation, or whatever you want to call it, and get someone to come. I am happy to be here with you all. It's always a beautiful Saturday. So I want to know from the comments, like, how is your Saturday going? Before I introduce our guests, before we unpack it, how is your weekend going, right? Let me know. How is it going? Let's see. Let me see the comments. The weekend, Ginika wants to say the weekend is going well, just hungry. This hunger, is it hunger for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, or hungry as in the whole month's hunger? Oh man, someone asked, how is my Didi? If Nanya, she's doing all right. She did night job last night. She worked night shift, and you know, we all got to work. America is not like Nigeria, where you, or Ghana or Liberia or some African countries. Not to say that is a good thing. Some people have jobs and they have some, a little, free time out of work. They can go do some things and come back. Here, you are out, you clock out, you back, you're in. And if you don't clock out and leave your work, you might not even have another job. Have a job when you come back. So Didi worked night shift and she came back and she needs to rest. All right, Helen, I know you're asking about Didi. That's what I'm talking about. But she's doing very well. She's doing very well. When she comes back, you might be surprised to know, when she comes back, she don't go straight to bed. She comes back, she got to take care of the kids. I have to help, of course. There's no big man in America. If anybody tells you there's big man in America, the person is lying. She have to do what she have to do, and I have to help. All right. So I see nice, wonderful, beautiful people. Joy David, how are you? The prayer said the weekend is fine. Just that the hunger is too much. Joy Chidima. Another person said, the weekend is going well, just preparing for tomorrow's meeting. Okay, beautiful, nice. A lot of good things. My weekend is not going well. I lost my dad. Oh, Summer Violet. Our heart goes to your family and yourself. Accept our deepest sympathy, okay? So Binta from Gambia, I believe. Mine is going fine, just having a minor toothache. Oh my God. Any of you have ever had toothache? You will not know what she's going through if you've not been there. I've been there. That thing can drive you nuts. Like, you'll be looking at somebody and you will not even be seeing the person in front of you. Toothache, one of the worst things. Binta, we wish you quick recovery. Please see a dentist. Sometimes put the damn thing out and throw it away. All right. Some people pull it and put it in a bottle so they can have a souvenir of their teeth. Oh man, don't ask me why I'm laughing. I know my daughter put her teeth. She told me to save it for her. Once in a while, she like, "Daddy, do you still have my tooth? My tooth?" Like, yes, but I threw that in a way. All right, so guys, today we're gonna bless some of you, which we always do. We appreciate you for spending time, and we want you to invite people. Hit the love sign, hit the emojis, hit the reactions. Let people know this beautiful family, this beautiful star family. We are here, right? We will have a guest, and I'm going to introduce the guest right now. And we want to talk about 3 beautiful topics. You all will contribute to that, and I want to see active participation because we are going to learn together, right? And then I want to encourage you as well. Towards the end, I will appreciate you all, like we always do, because this channel is to uplift. That's what we do. Not that we pay you to watch us. You can decide not to watch now and go rest and come watch it live later on, because after the live, the video is going to be there. But when we interact together, we learn together, we shine together, we smile together. So I have a guest, a friend of Show&Tell Support Network. This guy is a very solid entrepreneur here in the United States. He's someone that pays attention to what happens across the social media, across different countries. He's someone that loves you all and myself. He's someone that have donated to what we do. And maybe today we're gonna maybe see if we can put our hand in his pocket. You never know. All right. So, but he's a businessman. I would call him a young CEO because his company is doing well here in the US, and a very good friend of mine. So I'm going to introduce him. He's also from Nigeria. He's a friend. He's a brother. He's everything. Darameche, I call him. His name is Obinna. Honorable Obinna Darameche. You're going to introduce yourself to Stars. This seat is for you, brother. Stars, can we give this guy a handsome, wonderful welcome that he deserves? Right?
Stars, nice to see you guys today.
Definitely.
I think I have one of your members or 2 members that are very close friends that follow me.
We're family.
Yes,
we're family. So you're gonna give later on. You're gonna give everybody your social media handle, so that our stars will follow you. We welcome you.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
Thank you, young CEO.
Young CEO,
cash
CEO.
money.
I'm trying my best.
Cash money.
The American market is hard, but we're gonna go with it. We're gonna dive in.
They're welcoming you. Blessing Marina say, wow, so you're welcome. Mushu say welcome. Juliana, these are wonderful people. And somebody said, Ogobin, highly welcome. Sir.
Thank you very much.
That one put on that.
Violet, thank you, Violet. See you.
A lot of them we are excited to have you. So everybody, I want you to
thank you, Mitosi Ayo. Thank you.
So before we go to the topic we're going to discuss, how do you introduce yourself? Because I don't know if I introduced you properly.
Beyond.
And then what do you say that you do? Like, do you tell people I am this, I'm that, or do you just go?
No. But just tell them my name, Obi. Most people come as Obinyon. Most people know me as, my close friends know me as Darameche. And because I grew up in Nigeria, and we all have our special bonds and special nicknames.
Yeah.
But I'm known all over as Obinyon.
Okay, all right. So, Beyond, that's good. All right, a lot of people are welcoming you, so we're good. We're happy. This is a happy family. You know us, you follow us.
Francis, thank you.
Yeah, you know what we do already. So let's talk about the first topic, guys. I would have said ask him any question, but because we are just getting to know him, we are going to ask questions and we're going to talk about the topic. We take one topic at a time. So if you look on the screen, there is a topic that is going to be on the screen. And because he's a Nigerian, I want to start this topic. We're going to keep it short and straight, right? This topic is about spraying Naira versus other currencies, which is better for either the person doing events or which is better for the country or the economy, right? So because you see what is happening in Nigeria now, every event now, you don't spray Naira. You spray Naira, EFCC will carry you. I know, guys, I hope you know that's what is happening, right? So feel free to ask questions because I want you to ask me and him. Now, the question now is it better? Do you think it's better for the country? Do you think it's better for the people? Do you think it's better for a person doing events? Don't look at it like the video had a wedding. Event in the village, like someone doing events in the village. Is this law better for the country and better for the individual? Stars, feel free to ask questions and contribute to this.
We have spray money is in our culture.
Mm-hmm.
That's been around for a long time, and it's also a way, since we are not used to buying presents. So we have been accustomed to spraying the money,
mm-hmm.
We spray the money as part of the present. We spray the money to show love. We spray the money to show that we were there. Most people do.
Your present.
To show your presence. We show the money. We spray the money also to
do it.
Or lift your status.
To do it.
to bring attention to yourself.
To do dorime.
Yeah, to do dorime. So it's spray money has been around for a very long time. The problem is
we support one
EFCC they have an issue with sort of they like solving small problems.
Show&Tell Support Network is not responsible for this comment, but go ahead.
Well, I love EFCC. I know their hands are tied, but we have bigger problems, and but this small one, but they want to keep because our currency have a tendency to tear, doesn't keep the texture. So I think that's what they were trying to see if they could maintain it the way it is, and then the rips and tears and keep it going. I think that's what it is. But
yeah, go ahead. I want to hear that. But yes, that's where I want to hear. Yep.
Spraying dollar. Spraying dollar. I came up with a plan. You know how we go to amusement parks and they have this token money.
Okay. That they print out.
Okay. So we can use that instead of the dollar because everybody's scared. Instead of the naira, you get your bundle, you get the token, and you spray the token. It represents the token. But I think we should the dollar. The dollar.
So. Thanks for sharing your opinion. A lot of opinion are coming here. Good. Like LM says, a lot of we've been pinning that opinion, and even like Only Faith said, I lost spray money on that. The people they show walking.
Yes.
So guys, if you ask me, my own opinion, right? My own opinion is, if you want to set up a law, make sure it applies to everybody.
Yes.
That's where I'm coming from. Whether this law of spray money benefits the country, puts respect to the economy. You want to respect money, but you don't respect the citizens. I like to be honest and raw. Do you, as a government, respect the citizens? Do you care for the people come here today and say they're hungry? Do you care for the hunger that is going on in the land, and all you care about is to make Naira look neat? Why not go to the meat market? Have you gone to the meat market and see how the meat seller collects Naira and blood all over the Naira and put it in their pocket? So why not go and arrest them? The person spraying money in the public is not dating the money.
Yes.
All right, to be honest. Okay, you can say, make a law, put a nice carpet where the money is being sprayed and grab it so it doesn't get into dusty. But then if you put that law, make sure that law goes all the way to people in the rural areas, in the village, the taxi driver, the keke driver.
If you want to enforce it, if you go all the way.
America is not even enforcing such law. Nigeria would like to choose what doesn't make sense.
That's right.
That's how I look at it.
Easy things.
Easy things. Like he said, EFCC goes for
easy things. So, easy targets.
That is my take, right? And Tosin said, I think EFCC are using this to call attention because this money spray has been for a long time, even when we know it's against the law. The question is, why are they using the law against people now? Tosin, perfect question.
Very good question.
They pick and choose. And honestly, that law, even though it's in existence, it does not make sense. Because even in the villages now, people spray money. Go and catch the village woman that sprayed only the 15 naira or 20 naira she have. Go and arrest her.
It's at the end of the day, it's called easy target law in Nigeria. Easy target. We'll have this certain person that got away with a lot of money. Nobody's talking about that person. But let's go for easy targets. Money spraying, easy targets. And then they'll get you, you pay a fine, and they let you go.
Makes no sense.
It makes no sense.
Ben Prayer say, where spray money is in an event is not bad. It's actually part of showing support. Yes,
that's right.
And there are people, rather than giving you the money in bulk, they
Yes.
take it home.
Yes.
They want to spray
They want to spray.
to show people
show
that
love.
I came
Yes.
and I did something.
Yes.
Because if you give it in bulk, like I was watching in Davido's wedding,
You just dump it.
this guy, Joey Zaza,
You just
got a
dump it.
bag of money. I don't even know how much is in that
Just
bag.
dump it.
It might be pepper, you know,
And then it takes the fun out of our way of partying.
of partying.
It's our way of partying.
Yes.
It takes the fun out of it. You
Yes.
know, you come in, they give him space, and now you party, you show love, and your guest will be your host.
You see, Juliana said to show Odogu Nessa.
You have to show Dogo.
You know, you have to show, and if you don't give them the opportunity to show Odogu, they go home with their money.
This is the reason why you invited Odogu in the first place.
Hey, thank you. That's well said. I like the way you guys are following this topic and contributing. So that's really, if you disagree with this topic, let us know and tell us your opinion. But it looks like everybody in here agrees that this law is not good for the country. It's not good for people. It's not good for us who they are targeting. Because now if I go home, I don't spray $1 when I go to Nigeria. I don't want people to say, oh, this guy, the guy is a millionaire, he's from, and then he become a target. And then the naira I want to give, sometimes I want to show that I did something, and now you want me to put in an envelope and give. I might as well write a good letter in the envelope and say, God bless you, I wish you happy married life.
We should do that before. We should do that
Envelope.
before. Our fathers used to just write check.
Yeah.
They just write check. No, our fathers used to just write check. But
Be careful, no go shoot anybody. Say whoever that says no, I will shoot. Spray money is also part of fun and makes the event amazing and colorful. Francis Dera, that's true. It makes the event colorful. You know, when you're dance, even it makes people dance more than they wanted to dance. When they see money, they dig it. There's one that has
up the vibe.
Shoma and Davido. I mentioned them a lot because that's the recent event.
That's the recent event.
Social
Yes,
media.
yes.
Shoma and Davido were dancing, and this guy was praying dollar
From
right
from
the back.
Yeah.
Shoma tapped Davido and said, "Look, the dollar."
Yeah.
Do you know Davido told people,
So
"Please
bring.
collect this money well for me."
And
He
he
did
saw
not
the-
even tell them to.
You saw the army guy making sure that nobody picks it up.
Make sure. He didn't care about the naira.
No.
He was like, make sure you catch
Because
this
one
dollar."
is 1,000 or something naira.
100. It was $100
Yeah.
I was praying. So that's like one boom.
Yes.
It's 160,000.
1,000.
Whoa.
So everybody pay attention.
The guy was like, please pay attention, right? I like what you guys are saying. So let's move to another topic. It looks like we are all in agreement on this topic. So stars, one love. If you disagree, let us know. We want to hear your opinion. And please share this. We got interesting topics, and I'm paying attention to everybody that is actively participating here because your time is your money, and we always value you and we appreciate you.
Thank you guys for being here.
So we are, if you just joined us, we have a special guest today. Beyond, a CEO here in the US and a young guy that is really doing well, a good friend of Show&Tell Support Network and a friend of mine and a Nigerian, is an ambassador because all of us here are like ambassadors of our country. Got to represent Nigeria, right? And a Nigerian. So today he's live with us, and once again,
Thank you very much.
Beyond.
Remember, my business name here is Merchant Deals Consulting Inc.
Merchant Deals.
Merchant Deals.
Okay. So
you'll see it all over the place as it grows.
All right, before you leave this seat, we're going to put your hand up because some of them will follow you. And any person that comes to you and say, I'm from Star, please give the person, even if it's $1.
No problem.
Oh, you say no problem?
No problem.
They're all coming up. Stars need love. So let's go to the next topic, all right? This one, I want to know what you think, right? If you're watching the news, if you are up to date with the news in Kenya, right? We're talking about Kenya because we have a lot of Kenyan friends, and Show&Tell is in Kenya. Street Angels, we have people in Kenya. Manny Stells is from Kenya, our Kenya coordinator. In Kenya, the government felt like they are losing their need to pay their debts. They have a lot of debts to pay. And guess what they did? They went and they planned to increase taxing. And this taxing, they plan to do it on, let me tell you the kind of goods that they're looking to increase tax on. Bread, sugar, all these little things, sanitary towels, mobile money transfer, cars. They want to increase tax on these things so that they can get more money to pay their bills, right? In case if you are not aware, so that I can educate you so you can be part of this conversation. Now, their president, William Ruto, is strongly behind this bill and the House and everybody. But they forget that Kenya, by statistics, the median age is estimated at 19 years and about 80% of Kenyan population is below 35 years. 80% of the country is below 35 years according to statistics. So This tax you are looking to put is going to be something that will hit the young people so heavily, so badly. Guess what the young people did? They went to social media, they mobilized themselves, and the Gen Z, I'm not part of Gen Z. I think we're older than Gen Z now. Gen Z is that like if you're born from 1997 to 2012, something like that, they call them Gen Z. They are different mindset. They don't give a crap. And most of you on this corner, on this platform now, are Gen Z. Gen Z is organized and went on the streets, and the armies and the soldiers were shooting at them, but they did not. So because of their pressure, the president withdrew that bill. They retracted and said, we're not going to pass this bill anymore. You see the power of the youths? Now, the question for you and I is there a lesson that needs to be learned from what happened in Kenya for countries like Nigeria, like Cameroon, like Liberia? Do you think what they did is the right thing to do? Do you think it's needed in our countries where people are taking the youths for granted? A president said the youths are lazy. I don't want to say the country, but you know what the country is. One president came and said youths are lazy. Sama Violet said Cameroon is the worst. Sama, maybe you can give us more information. Tosin said something. Imagine increasing tax on things that people are managing to eat. Some government are not considering daily things.
Yes,
people.
Because that's the best target.
That is bad. So, what is your opinion? Is there a lesson from this? Before stars, feel free to share your views. We're going to be putting it on the screen while we hear from Obion. So
there's a big lesson, and to my if you're from Kenya here,
the youths are setting the
much
pace,
respect, right? Much respect to the youth. For real, salute. Where I come from, what we don't understand is let me use the last election. The last election has taught Nigerians that we are not together, and our politicians and their goons have made sure to put that separation so that things that happen in Kenya with the Gen Z don't happen in Nigeria. Because they understand that Kenya is 50-something million, right?
Yeah.
And look at what happened.
Nigeria is like 3 times the population.
Look at Nigeria is 200-something million and counting. Imagine that happened in Nigeria, because it has happened in another country, this Asian country. There's the Asian country where the youths also came up and threw out the government completely. It's an Asian country. It's almost I forgot the name, but it will come to me as we go along. So the last election has prevented us from mobilizing, like when we did for NSAS. So something like that. What we should learn from this is we have to first understand that we are all one.
That's a good point. That's a very good point. And there's a note. Sorry to interrupt you there. There's a note. Okay, I didn't put that note down, but when I was researching about this, they guys, pay attention to this, because this is somebody wrote something. I want to pin what that person wrote before I go what I'm going to say now. So yeah, this is what the person, Nigeria are not unite. That's what made me remember that. So and that's in line with what say. So they put a good population of Kenyan youths and asked them, what is priority to you? What do you consider yourself? Do you consider yourself a Kenyan first before you talk about your tribe, before you talk about your religion? 70% said they consider themselves Kenyan before they look at their tribe. If you pull Nigerians together now and ask them, what do you consider yourself first? An Igbo man will say, I consider myself Igbo before I consider myself a Nigerian.
No.
Even I must say before Biafra.
Igbo.
Yeah.
Christian.
Yes, before Biafra.
Biafra.
Before Nigeria.
The Nigeria part is the last.
Now you ask a Yoruba will tell you Yoruba.
Oduduwa.
I don't
Muslim,
know if Yoruba will say
Muslim,
they are Muslim
or Christian.
They mixed,
Then Nigeria is the last.
But if you ask Hausa will also say Hausa and then say Nigeria.
Which state?
Arewa.
And then Nigeria is the last.
So you see that, and that is exactly the problem here, right? Because for you, if you look at what they did in Kenya, when they went to the government house, I believe, the police were shooting at them. Every time they shoot, they will all kneel down and stand up again and keep coming. They will shoot, they will kneel down and stand up, and they were killing them. And they were going. Can Nigerians do that? Can Liberians do it? Can Ghanaians do it? Cameroonians, can you all do it? Like, I don't know if you can. Somebody.
No, the thing about
it takes trust and belief in your country.
I grew up in Nigeria. I lived in Nigeria in the late 80s and 90s. And our time, especially the show area, wherever, we also did the same thing, especially the last area, like area. Boys came out, tear gas, we ate it all. There was no problem. But now, nobody wants to really do anything. If somebody comes into power, 8 years ago, go. No, they keep saying the same thing.
The people say, let's manage him.
Let's manage him. Yeah,
8 years will be 8 days.
8 years is not 8 days. 8 years. By the time the person see how our president Buhari, the country is beyond repair. And now we keep borrowing and borrowing and borrowing and borrowing. Your children's children are going to keep paying for
the debt.
For the debt.
George Chidema said this kind of protest is needed in our country. Over here, things are getting worse every day. But the issue is that our youth is not united.
Because it was a planned thing. It's been. Do you remember during the time of the election? The guy we were voting in Lagos. If you're not Igbo, don't vote here. If you're not Igbo, don't vote here. Even the Lagos state candidate was told that Imama na Igbo.
So the mama should not vote for him.
No. Imama na Igbo. So he's not a complete Yoruba man.
So he should not contest. Can you imagine that? Well, I want to see some of your comments. Beautiful. We are not united. We are all agreeing. Most Nigerians here are agreeing. And somebody says poor mentality.
Even if we now start demonstrating along the way in Nigeria, somebody can be put to the side and get paid and ask them to change the whole narrative. Then somebody will come in just because of that money they give him, that 500 naira they give him to go and eat rice.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys for being part of this topic. Let's go to the last topic of the day. We are almost going to round up because we're not going to keep Obi on here forever. All right. So he needs to go make his money. Chiwelio say Kenya youths are united, but here in Nigeria we're not united. That's everybody's sharing the same sentiment, you know. And this one says corruption. This one says we think about ourselves, our family, only ourselves. Yeah, you know. And then Liberians are so scared. This person is watching us from Liberia. So Liberians.
Hello, Liberian. Liberians are everybody is scared.
Okay, so let's go. Another topic we want to touch on. Please hit the share, like, and bring everybody. Let's make sure that we are all being part of this conversation. It helps us all. We learn as we go, right? We share ideas and we learn from our ideas. Joyce said, but in the case of my country, you will see some youth turning the thing into tribal war. Right. Yes, that's true. Maybe
that's the point.
You said something earlier before I go to the topic. You said something about they designed it on purpose.
It's a design on purpose.
So
yes.
Do you still hunger in Nigeria is designed?
Poverty is a weapon.
It's a weapon, right?
It's a weapon, yes. Poverty mixed with tribalism together
becomes the weapon.
Yes.
To hold people down.
So now in the Senate, they keep laughing at you that you cannot do anything.
Interesting.
Yes. But then as soon as you use the tribalism is severely weaponized right now. Because nobody's gonna come out.
Yeah, because everybody's now looking.
Yes. Yes.
It's my place. I'm not a Yoruba.
I don't want to go there. I don't want to go there now, and then one set of people will be shot.
All right, let's look at this topic. And thank you all. Very interesting and very wonderful participation. You guys are super awesome. At least we're giving our guests the energy to keep going. So let's switch to America. I know America controls the world in so many ways, whether you like it or not, directly or indirectly. So pay attention to this. So that you can hear from us that lives here. If you listen to the news list recently, we know that 2 days ago, President Biden and past President Donald Trump stood on the stage to, go head to head, toe to toe with the debate, right? And that debate is an eye opener. And in that debate, to set the tone for this conversation, Donald Trump came to that debate and lied non-stop. But he was lying with every audacity. He was lying with the highest level of confidence. He was lying that even there's a point he said, before I step to this stage, my team compiled the analysis and handed it to me. You know, so he was lying presidentially. Let's put it that way.
I like that one.
Let's put it that way, right?
He came prepared.
He was lying presidentially.
Like a lawyer.
And we have our president, who is Joe Biden, come to the stage. Everybody before the debate has been saying this guy is too old to go for second tenure, that he's even peeing in his pants, that he cannot even stand, that they have to give him cocaine before he stands. You know, there's a lot of things, steroids, a lot of things they say which we don't know if it's true. And
allegedly.
All allegedly. And we were all expecting the debate to come and be him come and show energy, nail it, and let us know he is ready for second tenure. Yeah. But if you watch that debate, right? If you watch that debate, you see that it was horrible for Joe Biden. The question now is, if you watch the debate, please feel free to participate in the conversation. But you can ask me and Obi questions about American government, about the presidency and all those things. Mm-hmm. We will answer you. Do you think, let me start from you, Obion, should Joe Biden step out of this race with this clear assurance or demonstration that he is no longer capable when it comes to strength-wise to lead this number one country of the world?
That's a very difficult question to ask, because the guy has not been capable from day one. The guy has not been capable from day one, though he made some little changes here and there, but at the same time, he's not capable. But now the question is, if he's not capable and they ask him to step down, what's next? Although they say they have some candidates on the side, but me, I think he should step down.
Because you don't think he's going to be able to run another 4 years?
Not to run another 4 years, no.
So somebody said no. I saw a message here that says Biden should go. Okay, also people say Biden is a gunner. All right, yeah. But this man is not efficient enough. Okay, somebody say even if the U.S. will investigate out the truth, I trust them. Okay, yeah, of course, you lie here, we'll find out the truth. There's someone that says Biden should continue. Ogi. Do you have your reason? Can you tell us? Type your reasons. I want to know why you think Biden should continue.
Ogi. Biden should continue.
But this one is interesting. Lawal said, now who chop belly food, they listen to news. Lawal, I disagree. I disagree because if you go to the Hausa land, I did my youth service in the north when I finished from university. They always carry their radio. They don't play with news.
The shortwave radio.
You need to get into the habit. Even if it's for 10 minutes, 20 minutes, you need to, whether you chop belly food or not chop belly food, you need to be
the habit of news not consignment, government not consignment.
That is what is killing us.
At the end of the day, when you don't participate and you don't know what's going on, their policies they sign affects you,
whether you like it or not.
At the same time, because when you don't participate and don't know what's going on, it doesn't matter. The government still moves on, and then the government signs laws like they just did. They wanted to do in. Now imagine the Kenyans. Imagine those news were not.
I don't care about the
news.
They will buy
and then
tomato.
They will pass
extra money.
They will passing the law, and then they will be
toilet tissue, extra money.
So you have to pay attention.
If they did not pay attention to the news, they will not be on the street. The president will not remove that bill like he did in Kenya.
If you don't pay attention to politics, one day they'll come and
that's a good point.
Take your home away from you, and you'll be wondering when they pass the law, and they'll show the law that they passed. Say you'll be standing there, say, I didn't know. Everybody else will stand and looking at you. No, say that. Don't say yeah.
So, do you have questions for us? Even if it's not on the topics we discussed. This is like a free-for-all time. Let's take a few more minutes.
What was that thing that we say in meetings? Open.
Matters arising.
Matters arising.
So, Stars, do you have questions for Beyond? Do you have questions for me? This is the time to type the question. Feel free to ask anything so we can answer you. Take like the next 5-10 minutes, answer you before we wrap up. And like I promise you, I will ask Ubion. When it's time, I'll let you know what you're gonna say, and he's gonna pick 1 or 2 people, and we'll use it to close out, right? But any question, so somebody said, "Oh, go Beyond, how are you doing?" So that's a question for you.
I am doing fine. Thank you very much, Violet.
That was a very short answer. A very short question, very short answer.
Yes, very fine.
All
Thank
right.
you very much.
So that's cool. Somebody's making a comment about, if he's not strong enough, he should step down now rather than stopping the leadership halfway. That's a good point, Francis Dera. That's a very good point. All right. Onyi Faith said, I have a question. Onyi, ask your question. I want to know what you're asking.
Is that Onyi Faith?
Yes. Do you know Onyi Faith?
I know Onyi Faith.
Oh, so she follow you?
Yeah, she follows me.
Oh, that's nice.
She's
So
she's very active.
You know your fans?
Yes.
Oh, wow. So somebody asked you, what did Obi say was his handle again? So give me your handle.
Yeah.
You want to type it here then?
I'll type it in, no problem.
All right. So so somebody asked a question. How have you been giving back to our people back at home, Mr. Obinna? Okay.
That's a very good question.
Yes.
Well, right now, I have a very small net group of people back home that I give to. And it's like almost like personal. I don't have a certain, like my good brother here he has a
non-profit.
I don't have a non-profit, so it's almost personal. Like for instance, when during the time of the small beefs and disasters was going on in the state, when all the young men were trying to figure out their next movement, I mobilized a few people, how to move them out of Imo State and send them to places where they will feel like they can be free to move around and do business. And it's just, one or two people will call and say, we need help. And this is a group of people that need help. And then I just do the best that I can do. But I don't have a non-profit. Not yet.
We are your non-profit. Do you agree with me?
So now,
Show&Tell Support Network is his non-profit.
So yes, that's what I hear. It's true.
Sow a seed.
Yes,
you're gonna be sowing seed. Although you did sow seeds. I said that earlier at the beginning of the show.
Now I now go through his.
See, I'm smiling.
I now go through his non-profit and do work over there.
And bless people. So Juliana, he have sometimes, not always, help some people through us, right?
Yes.
Somebody loved my haircut. Oh, I went to the barbing salon. I told the barber, please barb me afro.
Which haircut?
No, I told the barber to barb me afro. I'm going to barb afro tomorrow. No afro tomorrow. If you believe me.
Imaginary,
you believe me, you can believe anything.
Imaginary hair.
I wish my hair is like your hair. I've been trying to get that, but God said no. So somebody asked me a question. This one is for me. It says, Akin, so what do you have to say to the youth about the trend, tap swap and others?
What trend?
What I will say to the youth about tap swap is, you don't attack the symptom, you attack the cause.
Problem.
Tap swap is a symptom. Tap swap, it will not be there. People tapping their phone. I don't know what you're making out of that. Somebody even showed a video yesterday. They put a machine and the machine was tapping for them. I don't know what the hell that is. If you're on this call and that thing gives you money, I want to know about it, because I see that as craziness. There's something they're doing in Nigeria that you bring your phone. Somebody will be doing like this on the phone. I don't know. If they told them, if you do it 20 times, we give you 1 naira. I don't know what they do. That, honestly speaking, but I heard the word tap swap. That's why I could jump into answering.
First time I'm here,
so me and you have to go research it. But like I said, tackle the problem and not the symptom, because the problem that brought tap swap, MMM. Remember when MMM came? All those beautiful and crazy things is because people are hungry, people are lazy, people have no hope for tomorrow. People don't believe that anything is going to work. The gap of the rich and the poor is just so wide. There's no middle class. Now, everything the rich design, I don't want to mention a name, but there's a rich man in Nigeria. All they do is to give people drinks that kill their liver and kidney. Every minute they come up with, don't mention them in this show, please.
No.
They come up with some bitter drinks and enrich their pockets. So there's a question.
Drinks in Nigeria.
There's a question about that. Saobi, what do you think of VDM reaction? Do you think it's a bad example, Nigerian youths? Why are you laughing? You know this story. Onyi, you're looking for trouble in this show and tell. Make I put disclaimer before he answer. Show and Tell Support Network is not responsible for any in this channel. Now you can answer.
Really, my guy.
Okay.
Yeah. Really, my guy. The thing about it is, people are trying to silence the non-rich. Yeah, that's at the end of the day, that's what it is. If you're, we have a tendency to think that people who have money know what they're talking about,
which is a lie.
Yeah, which is a lie.
Which is a freaking. It pisses me off. You can see I'm already getting upset.
I grew up in the 80s, 70s, and the 90s. We grew up with military rule, so all we know is suppression. So we see suppression. I've seen soldiers beat up somebody, frog jump. I knew a family too that sent a man to Kri just because they looked at somebody wrong, or just because they made a mistake in their house, or just because they jammed their car. And most of those men sit in Kri till today.
Oh God.
Till today. We're talking about since the 90s. So we have then somebody will piss you off, you go call soldiers or you go call police to come to your house, they beat up. So that's what a lot of people are used to. Gen Z are not used to that. We have to understand this is a different
era.
You cannot use the police uniform men to bully people. They're working there. Because the law now in Nigeria is working a little bit better.
I don't think it's working better.
No, it's moving a little bit better.
It's going to get there.
If the law wasn't working, my guy BDN to stay there panting.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So it's working better, and the police know, and the people in charge know the truth. So the thing about it is this: what VDN is trying to say is they are trying to silence the youth. Yeah, that's what it is. That's why we have the problem we have today. That's why Kenya was able to break free of that nonsense and attack and demonstrate to their government that we are not going to accept this. That's why in Nigeria, you talk. I can come out and say something so that's right.
Guys, share this video and let somebody join us. This topic is becoming interesting. I'm loving it.
We cannot silence people. It's just like how can I came out the other day and another podcast and says our tradition is to this and to this. Our tradition is to this and to this. So people got upset. That is his own way of saying things. That is his own understanding. You can disagree with him, but you don't try to silence the man because of his own opinion.
So some of our, let's say, I know he's talking about DVM, cannot do it alone. He only talk and talk. Nothing will happen because he's alone. Do you agree?
That's the point. That's why somebody said, if we have 10 to 100 kind of the VDM, things will move.
Things will change,
Things
right?
will move like this. Now, somebody who is rich will not just come out and just talk to you.
Guys, if you're on this show and if you're listening to us, I want you to take something out of this show right now. And what I want you to take out of this show is what he said, and I'm going to add my own. The rich are not the smartest.
No.
They're not the wisest.
No.
They're not the most intelligent.
No.
Some of them are circumstantially rich because circumstances, they had an opportunity and somebody in power gave them some illegal contracts and they made millions and they invested the millions and they become millionaires and continue to hold the money. Some of them are opportunists and some of them are manipulators. Does not mean that they are smarter than you and I. So I don't want you to, when you follow their pages, whatever they write, they say, if you want to be rich, have only 2 friends. You go and cut all your friends and have only 2. God will punish you that day. Because the other friends you cut might be the source of your blessing and you cut them. So don't go and follow them like a blind person because some of them don't even know what they are talking about. And I'm telling you this, I don't call myself a rich man. If I'm rich, I wouldn't even be here talking to you. I'll be flying around and like they behave.
Understand?
That's the point. Yeah, go ahead.
Understand one thing. If the person is not feeding you, if the person is not sheltering you, if the person doesn't take care of you, the person means nothing to you. But if we close friends, this is my very good friend. It doesn't feed me, but I still respect him. Difference. Now, you cannot go and somebody that's far away, he benefits from me, I benefit from him. We have a mutual understanding. Somebody that's somewhere, you're giving props to somebody that's somewhere that cannot do anything. You have your voice, like the Black Americans would say, your word is your bond.
Yes.
Your word is the only thing where you get is your word, and you stand by it.
That's correct. And there's a comment that was on the screen. Somebody say all we need to do is to pray. I disagree. Nigeria is struggling. That's the topic for another day.
No.
Religion is part of what is killing African countries.
Religion needs
I live in America.
Yeah.
If you do church, I'm a Catholic here. If you go to white man Catholic church and 1 hour, that church never ends. We are all getting on the door and leaving you in your altar. Because guess what? 90% of people in that church are going to work in the church. So, but in Nigeria, on a Sunday, everything is shut down. They tell you the white man brought the Bible. The Bible says keep the Sabbath day holy. But the white man that brought the Bible that keeps the Sabbath day holy is only doing 1 hour church service and going to work on the same Sabbath day he told you to keep holy. And Saturday is their busiest day to sell and make money. And you are there in Africa saying, keep the Sabbath day holy. You cross your 2 legs. You sit home, you're lazy ass. You go to church, you pray from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. and you expect God to come and kick Tinubu out of office for you so that another person will become president. That will not happen. It's like when you go to a football match, you carry old mamas to play for you and you expect your team to beat Brazil and you go and fast and pray and come with your chaplet and your Quran and your Bible and say, today miracle must happen. Make I leave you with your
religion, like right now.
I pass my message. If you like, take it. If you not
all
like,
the
not
churches, all the churches in America right now. Now, if you go there, it's empty. Yeah, on the side it's empty. Nobody's there. Everybody's at work. Nobody's there.
Seriously.
Yeah,
but go to Nigerian churches now. People are kneeling down at the altar. Some are lying down at the altar right now praying instead of walking.
Yes. My cousin, very rich guy, would tell me that he goes to the church in Nigeria, gives father or money, and his work past a guy who's sitting on the front.
But that's topic for another day.
That's a topic. Yes, religion is a topic for.
It's a whole different topic.
Yes.
Guys, question for us. Let's take a few more minutes. Thank you for your questions, and it's been a beautiful discussion.
Stop finding trouble.
You're still looking for trouble. So let's take 1 or 2 more questions from you. Do you have a question for me or for Obi before we wrap it up? It's been interesting conversation, wonderful session today. And once again, Obion, I want to thank you for joining.
Yes.
And let's see if we have stars. Do you have a question for him or for me? Somebody say confused generation. It is, yes, is a strong word. It is the truth. It's the truth right there. But the thing is that the confusion is gradually fading off. Remember, I know religion is not a topic for today. There was a time when the whites envy our strong beliefs, our traditional beliefs, whereby my word, like he said, your word is your bond.
Word.
Me and you don't need to sign any contract. We look at each other and say, I will give you 10 tubers of yam, and at the end of the farming season, you will give me 20 tubers of yam. And you say yes, and I say yes, and they say bond. Nobody breaks it. You break it, Amadio and I will strike you. But now, we even sign it in the paper. We go to law, we do what we call notary public. We still break it and nothing will happen because guess what? We have somebody in the government. So it is not the confusion. Then it was strong. Then religion came, took those values away, substituted the values with the biblical values and all these different religion that just popped up from everywhere. And there's this gap. They believe that got us stronger, as united as we are. We did not see civilization enough. So they promised to develop and civilize us and give us electricity and all those things and took those things away and brought their own values. And then we lived at that age where everybody was sheepishly following what they gave us. Never knew that there is right or wrong. That was the age of no telephones, the age of no internet, the age of no communication channel like we're doing right now. And the belief of the white man mentality was stronger. Now, we got into this new age of we question, is it true?
Yes.
Everybody is questioning everything.
Yes. Yes.
Why should I believe you
Yes.
when you're not doing what you told me to believe? And that's where we are now. Trust me, we continue one day. But the problem with that is when you go from, you had a strong religious belief, you gave it up and have a strong biblical religious belief, and you give it up. What do you embrace? That is where I'm afraid, because this generation will not go to talk about Amadioha, because Amadioha to us is bad. This generation will not go talk about the Bible so much as we gradually get off the Bible. Some people don't go to church anymore. Some people don't go to church.
The question you should ask yourself is this.
So what are we going to embrace when we get to this next phase?
The question, that's what I'm saying. The question.
Trouble.
That's what the question is. The question everybody should ask themselves: why are religious countries poor and non-religious countries rich and doing well? These are the questions.
That's deep.
Which questions should ask ourselves?
That's deep.
I work with I work in the medical field, and if a patient has a problem, you don't see people standing around praying. No. The person that prays, they'll kick the person out of the room, because we need to solve that problem with the knowledge that we have acquired all those years in school and on the floor and with experience. How do we solve this medical problem right now? Anybody that starts praying gets kicked out of the room immediately, because that doesn't solve the problem.
But I understand. There's something, sometimes I go pro and con, I go left and right? I know in the absence of a solution, prayer becomes the only alternative.
Faith. You have to have faith.
No.
Yes, prayer and faith.
Okay.
When you
look
have
at this
faith,
now. Look at this now. A poor woman in the village in Nigeria have diabetes.
Yes.
Her 2 legs are swelling up.
Yes.
The medication for diabetes is going to cost the family, let's say, 5,000 naira every day.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
This family are not even short of 100 naira in a day.
Yes.
And this woman needs 5,000.
Yes.
And they don't want to keep their mother to sit at home and do nothing.
Yes.
The only thing they do is to take her to church.
No, that happened in my family one time.
There is no option.
That happened. That happened in my family.
That's
Even
also
when my
something
father,
to consider.
somebody in my family was sick. We didn't know. I think my father knew what the problem was, but the rest of the family did not know what the problem was. So they took her to church. They started beating her with pigeon.
Oh God.
That'll be dove. So when we now got there, we asked. You saw a lot of dead pigeons on the floor. We now asked the pastor, "What's going on?" He said the dead pigeons are the bad spirits that's causing her sickness to die.
Oh Lord.
So my dad now told them that the woman is not infested with evil spirit. She has diabetes.
Oh, God help us. So let me answer this question. It says, Akins, this suggests we go our separate ways in Nigeria. We'll talk about separate ways. That's a very big topic. And it's a topic that the illiterate person will tell you yes. The intelligent ones will tell you no and yes. Because it's always good to weigh the pros and the cons, right? I'm going to ask you that asked me this question. In your community, do your people in your community agree in the person that is leading that community 100%? That's the question I'm throwing to you, Uzochukwu. Start from let me not say your family, so don't take it personal like I'm insulting your family, right? In your community, do you believe in your Eze? Does your Eze have the ultimate power? Does the chairman of your community have the power that constitutionally has been given to that person? If the answer is yes, then go to your state, then start going. Because when you ask for something, and you cannot manage little, and you're asking for big, guess what? You're asking for more disaster. If you split Nigeria into 3 right now, guess where there would be more trouble? The Igbos. I say it, and I'm serious. I'm from Igbo.
Let me chime in.
I'm for the country to be stable. I'm for the country to be well organized and developed. But I tell you, Igbo Enweze is a phenomenon that is hard to take away from our gene. Even here in America, how many Igbo societies do we have here? They don't last more than 2 years. They do election. The old president say, I don't want to get out. The new president take half of the organization and they start a new one. It is just the way.
One club. 5 factions.
But you want to say something? I've answered
Division does not cure any problems. We have to learn how to come together. The problem is not the division. Okay, you say division. Go to Igbo land now. You know that the economy in Igbo land is dying.
It's dead, not it's dying.
Okay. The economy in Igbo land is dead. Everybody is running to the north, Abuja and Lagos. Divide and divide to go where? Now, these people wake up in the morning and says, okay, we don't divide, go home. You find out that you don't have no infrastructure for business.
You will end up in Lagos, even though they've divided you.
You still end up in Lagos and they divided.
And Lagos will not tell you, go to your country.
Yes, you now have to pay more taxes.
You get
because you have to pay, you have to pay visa taxes. You have to pay more taxes.
You have to be a citizen.
You have to be a citizen. You have to do
Oduduwa country to be married to Yoruba to do a business.
That's when you now see the cocoa.
And there you go see wahala.
So
that time you gonna say
you don't want to cross that road, no matter what they try to tell you.
Well, Destiny Haba asked me a question. I think we're going to take that question and then I will tell you what we're going to do to end.
Okay.
My question for you, sir, is what did you see in Show&Tell Support Network that makes you believe in it? What I see is not what I see that makes me believe. It's what I feel right now that continues to make me believe. And what I feel is that this platform is a different platform from every other platform you have on Facebook. You have some platform on Facebook that comes to make skid, to make you laugh. You have some platform that come to show naked people in a disguised way because they know Facebook will close their page, but they find a way to squeeze it in to make you entertained, if at all you're entertained. You have some network that do some good things, but this network is purely to uplift people, to support people, to uplift people, to impact knowledge. Sometimes we come here and we do Saraka, giveaway. Sometimes we come here, we impact knowledge like we're doing today. So I am contributing my own little share to make my world a better place. And if that is not good enough, I don't know what else that would be good enough. So that is what makes me believe. And for the fact that I have you all listening here, contributing to this conversation and learning something that you can take and share with somebody, I have done my own job. And Obion, you're doing your own job too. And that is enough to motivate me. And if you come here, I say it all the time, if you think you're wasting your time here, please leave, because Facebook does not pay me for you to listen to me. I will not stop doing what I'm doing because you don't watch me. I am doing it because I believe it's the right thing to do. And if it's not the right thing to do, you will not be here. But first of all, thank you for being here, because without you, there will be no me.
That was a great question.
Annie Love, my darling sister, I love you. Good to have you here. All right, so Obi, I want us to touch two people, right? I know you don't. I don't want to maga kappa like Nigerians to maga kappa. Show&Tell Support Network will do what we always do. We're going to touch two people, especially today, and bless them, right? And I don't know what problem anyone is going through, because if I tell everybody, tell me your problems, now this place will blow up. But be honest and sincere, right? I know all of us are in need. The worst thing you will do is to be the person that have a shoe and say you are worse than the person that doesn't have a leg.
Yeah.
If you have a shoe and you see someone with no leg, don't say I am worse than him or her. Allow that person with no leg to be catered for before you that have a shoe but looking for polish to polish your shoe. So in other words, there's a hierarchy of problems and degree of needs. So I know if I tell you now, do you have problems? All of you will write you have problems. But deep inside you, right? I want to ask you, if you know, most of you watching me are from Nigeria, but let's peg it at $20 and 50,000 naira. If you know $20 is going to help you impact somebody's life or you, and I'm not talking about you going out to go buy gari or buy rice, but something that is really hard that you want to solve, and $20 is going to do it, or you're in Nigeria, 50,000 naira will do it. We want to take two people and give to help others. And what I need you to do now is, in a very short sentence, be that person that says, Kings and Obion, or Obinna, you can call him Obinna.
Obinna.
I have this need, or I have someone that I want to go help. And I'm going to share the video with Show&Tell when I do that, or I'm going to give account of the money. I want to solve a problem, and this is the problem. Just tell us what that is in a short sentence. And I want you to keep your eyes on the comment. Pick two people that we are going to give $20 each, or we're going to give 50,000 naira each to go do something. Don't come here and tell me, Kings, I want to buy airtime, and that's my need. You don't have a need. I can give you airtime any day. You know we give airtime. I can tell my admin, look at everybody that watched this show today and just credit them 5,000 airtime. That I do anytime. I want you to help someone or help yourself and get better. So Obi, take your time, read the comments. It's all going to flow. Even some people who did not watch us all day will come now. Watch me. This view is going to just go up because there are people all they hear is help. They run. But you tell them to help somebody, they run away. They always want to be helped. Don't be selfish. Sometimes we have to pinch ourselves to help somebody. And that's how I want you to live this show every day. Think others first and self last. And when you do that, the universe will bless you. So you're looking at the comments, right? I'm not going to pin any comments. So this is purely you. That's how we want to appreciate you for watching us. So there are comments coming in. What is it that you want to do with a $20 or 50,000 naira? And we want to know what that is. And then it should be up to you. And I want to make sure that it is a good, something that really touches or makes sense. And if you lie to get this money, I don't want to tell you what will happen to you. Show and tell money is a sacred, blessed money. It's from God. If you lie, somebody asked me last week, how do you know if somebody is real? If you lie to get my money, your problem will double 3 times. And I'm going to tell you, whether you believe it or not, you lie to get money, your problem will double 3 times. But if you lie, and I found out you lie, I blocked a lot of people from following and watching also. Their names you don't see here anymore. I will tell that been to block you forever. You'll never come to my show again.
So,
Obion,
let's go to this one.
Which one? This one?
Yeah.
This one right here?
Mm-hmm.
This is, I'm resuming back to school tomorrow, so for the very last semester in my degree program, it will support me for my school. He told me to put it on the screen.
Yeah.
You care about this one?
This is a good one.
Okay. So you picked one. You picked Juliana. All right. So Juliana, you get 50,000 courtesy of Show and Tell Support Network. I want you to read these things.
No,
right?
I read it.
You read? Okay. Good. Congratulations, Juliana. Juliana is one of the strong followers too. This lady is.
So that's pretty wrong. I didn't know what's her.
Yeah, she's always on this show. Always. So congrats, Juliana.
Somebody said something. Daddy support. Daddy.
They are all there.
This one is yeah.
This one.
Daddy, that one.
This one said, please support my business with little token. Grace, please locate me. This is not specific, but
no, that's a bit of this one.
This one is not specific. It's support to my business. They did not say what the business is.
Broke it down.
Business can be KK, right? I'm not.
No, I mean,
it's your choice.
You're doing the right thing.
You tell me what to do, I'll do. If you say you want to go back, you go back. Which one? This one? This one says, my auntie needs support in her fruit business. She's a widow. I'm going to share a video and give account of it, please. Okay. You want to give this person? Yeah. All right. Destiny, how about you get a 50,000 from Show and Tell Support Network? You and the Yanda, we're going to send you money to appreciate you for being on this show and being honest. And if you want to show us, that's to you. Pick to stop looking. Yeah. You want to pick from your pocket now? So I'm going to pick one. I'm going to just pick one and make it 3. Okay. So I see this person. It's a new follower. Good evening, Sam. I'm a final year student and a caterer. I will use the money to finish my school fees and do my project and also buy things for my business like mixing machine. With 50,000, do all these things for you, Tema. It is too small to do too many. So, but Tema, I'm going
to add to what it has.
I'm going to get 50,000 to you, and I want you to please send a message to all 3 of you that were picked. Send a message to the admin and let the admin know that we picked you on this show. And most of you, I will take my time to read the comments. Mm-hmm. Something touched me to touch some people today. I will read some of these comments.
Let's go through the comments later on.
I will make sure you support more. Show and Tell is going to do this. You're going to do something from behind the scene. So I will read these comments and surprise some of you as well, because some of these comments, I'm looking at them now. Like somebody said, I want to bless a widow mom to support herself with her business. These are the touchy things I like to hear. When you think about someone that doesn't know you're thinking about them, it's phenomenal for me. So don't feel that if we don't pick you here, you might be surprised you get a message.
We're going to read them. We're going to go through the messages.
And we will.
And of course, it's going to send me all the messages.
On behalf of the stars are Show and Tell ambassadors and receivers, and on behalf of this organization that myself and Didi owns, and on behalf of everybody that have watched us, I want to say thank you, Obion, for making our time for being here. Thank you so much.
I had to be here, and I wanted to meet you guys.
Officially kicking you out. You want to say anything to stars before you leave?
God bless you all. Continue doing the good job, and I will see you guys again. Thanks for having me.
We love you and we appreciate.
And he's gonna leave my handle in the somewhere around here.
I will put it as a comment. All yes. Right. Thank you for coming in.
hear you